Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at some more looting tactics for Town Hall 9. I did a looting video before, and that was down in the lower leagues, using Giants and Barch. No spells, no Clan Castle troops, but now I wanted to take a shot at looting in the higher leagues. Now, I am right now at the top of Masters League. I've been moving my way up slowly but surely. And so far, the gains haven't been crazy, but they haven't been terrible. As you can see on here, I've been getting decent amounts of elixir and gold and dark elixir. Dark elixir is the main thing that I'm targeting right now because I'm working on that hero grind. Speaking of which, my king just finished up, so I need to get enough dark elixir to get him upgrading again. I'll get him to 15, then get my queen up to 15. Ideally, I want to get enough dark elixir so that I can have both of them upgrading at the same time. Now, as you look at some of these numbers, you also have to consider the loot bonus up here. Now, I have not been getting my 70% on every attack, but I've still been getting enough percentage of the elixir to get a minimum of 110,000 of the golden elixir, and probably a couple hundred dark elixir on each attack. And that's a good addition to these numbers that you're seeing here. Especially since I need the golden elixir to do the walls and my last few defense upgrades for Town Hall 9. This one here was the best one for Masters League so far. Masters League hasn't been great. I am hoping that as I move up into Champions League, I can find more of the Town Hall 9s which are loaded with resources. Instead of looking at some of the replays, though, we're going to dive into some live attacks here and see what we can find in real time. I did change my base layout, trying to win what I can on defense, which here lately hasn't been much of anything. But on the same hand, I haven't really been losing much either in terms of trophies. Not much in terms of resources either, except for some of the more recent ones. But like this one, I can regain that loot easily in one attack. So it's no big deal, really. I won a few defenses down here. I think this is when I was just getting into Masters League. This guy, I felt bad for him. He dropped his earthquakes and then started deploying his giants, and he must have lost connection, because that was all he ended up doing. And that's unfortunate. He was pretty well into the Masters League, so I got 30 trophies out of him. You can see I'm getting my walls up to level 9 still. That is the other tedious grind at Town Hall 9, in addition to heroes. But my king and queen have a long way to go, so I really need to get both of them upgrading. The army composition I am using right now is similar to what I was using before, but I have a couple of P.E.K.K.A.s, 3 Valkyries, of course my dozen giants and dozen wizards, and a couple of Barch just to fill up the space. I do take full spells, and I do take Clan Castle troops on each attack, just so that I can get down as much of the base as possible. Now, another reason for all of the spells and the P.E.K.K.A.s is because I don't do all of these attacks with both heroes. I've actually just got my king back recently. So let's jump in here and see what we can find. Alright, I finally found a decent base to go for. I do believe I've seen this base a few times. That's something I've noticed, a trend up here. You're going to see a lot of the same base designs over and over again. Pretty low level heroes. I can get that jump spell to get everything into the core. So what I'm going to start off by doing is picking off any of these buildings that I can reach with archers. And that helps you raise up your percentage at the end of the battle. Nope, I didn't think so. Right there should be good though. Don't want to waste too much time, so we're just going to drop them and wish them the best of luck. Alright, let's get started in the bottom here. Sometimes I check for Clan Castle troops, sometimes I don't really bother. I'm not going to bother trying with this one. I've got enough poison I can deal with them on the run. Use the rest of this barch to help clear out some of these buildings and get the funnel going. I don't bring any wall breakers. I kind of just let the giants beat through the first layer of wall because they always do so pretty quickly. And then the jump spell will get them the rest of the way to where I need them. Jump spell down. Let's get everything else running in here. And we'll go ahead and get another heal spell down. Wait until things start moving towards the core, at which point we will get a rage spell in there. And drop a poison on this queen. There we go. Rage spell down. We got P.E.K.K.A.s, the king, maybe some Valkyries in the core. So, I'll get the town hall at least for sure. There is a Tesla farm that's causing a bit of trouble. But the P.E.K.K.A. is going to get that town hall down. We got a lot of that dark elixir, and that's the main thing I'm after here. The queen's being targeted, so I gotta pop her ability. Not a great raid. It looks like my percentage is going to be pretty low. And that's going to be mostly because of that Tesla farm. But I got the 1 star, and I got pretty decent loot there. You see, I got around 200 and some thousand for golden elixir. And about 2,000 dark elixir. Now, I'm not really trophy pushing as much as I am just farming. And the key difference is, for one, if I were actually trophy pushing, I would already be using the heavier, more expensive armies, and I would be targeting the bases that have a lot of trophies. When I was going through, I passed up a few bases that were really low on loot, but were worth 30 or more trophies. But instead, I'm just targeting the bases that have a lot of loot, even if they're not worth any trophies. Which, I have gone after a few of them in my revenge attacks, which are worth 0 trophies, but I got their loot anyway. Alright, so let's get another army trained up and see what else we can find. Another thing I want to point out is right now it's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and that's not a real ideal time to be farming. A better time to be farming is around 3 or 4 p.m. There's actually a website that I used called Loot Forecaster, and I will link that in the description below. But if you go to that website, you can see when the most ideal times are for farming. Basically what they do is they look at how many players have a shield, how many people are online. They take all that information and they figure out what your chances are of finding bases that are full of loot. And it's really a great website. Not only do they have the website, but they also have a app for your phone or tablet. So check it out down in the description below. It's a really good tool. We'll get this army going, get some troops requested, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, so we got another army here ready to go, so let's get another army ready, and we will jump right back in and see what we can find. Alright, so we found a base here with quite a bit of golden elixir and some decent dark elixir. So I'm going to take a quick look around. It might be a little tricky getting everything into the dead center of the base. I'm going to use the enemy king to my advantage. If I come in from this side, the king should come into the core on his way after my troops. So I'm going to start off this corner here, do what I did last time with my archers, try and get some extra percentage. Hopefully we do a lot better on percentage this time than we did last time. Alright, let's get the main attack going up here. Now when you're going head on to a wizard tower like that, you want to get a heal down pretty early, because he will do some damage if you don't. Get some wizards down so that the funnel is started. The giants are already through that wall there, so we'll go ahead and get the rest of everything going in. And I have a baby dragon in, so I'm going to let that air defense go down. Get another heal spell down, hopefully. Alright, that air defense is down. And the baby dragon is going right where I wanted it to. Some air traps I hear going off. Baby dragon's still up though. And the P.E.K.K.A.s are going into the core, so that is excellent. Get a rage down for him. Pop the queen's ability. Everything in the core is going to be down soon. Didn't really need the enemy king to pull my troops in. See, all the giants are down. We got some wizards over here. I've got 49%. Not really sure why my troops are trying to exit now. So I only ended up getting the 1 star again. There's the town hall right up here, guys. What are you doing? I guess they just really wanted to get that loot for me. I did pretty well with loot, so I'm happy with that. Although it could have been a little better. The town hall is right there, guys. Alright, so my army is finishing up here. Let's go ahead and do one more raid for this video, just to see what else we can find out there up here in Masters League. Get a decent idea of how the loot is. I am pretty close to champs, about 95 more trophies and I'll be in Champions League. Once I get up to, let's say, Champs 2, I might do another video like this just to let you guys know how the loot is up there. Or I might wait until I'm in the higher end of Champs. I'm not really sure how high I'll end up going. Once I start getting the higher and higher loot bonuses, I can bring more armies that are 3-star armies instead of this army, which is like a medium strength army. It's mainly designed to get the 2-star on a Town Hall 9. But once I get into those higher leagues, I'm going to bring my 3-star armies like what I would use in war, and maybe start going after some of these Town Hall 10s, because I am seeing a lot of Town Hall 10s up here which are completely loaded with loot. So let's go see what we can find. Here we go. This one actually did not take too long to find. Interesting layout here. But he has a lot of gold, good elixir, and a lot of dark elixir. So we're going to get in here and see what we can do. But I got to figure out how I can do this without getting my giants off course. Perhaps I can go in right here by the king. Yeah, that should work. But we want to get our funneling troops down quickly. Yep, the giants are already going off course. We need them to beat through the wall. That is not going to happen. So, what we're going to do about that... Actually, after they get through this cannon up here, they should go through the wall. So, we're going to keep funneling. And just get them in a different direction. Make sure that camp goes down. And those troops should go for that queen over there. My queen is down here shooting at a wall. I'm not actually sure what I have. I've got some Valkyries in the clan castle. And put that jump there in hopes that they go for it. What are those Valkyries doing? No. Follow the P.E.K.K.A.s. And I hear enemy clan castle troops. Fantastic. They're going to come down this way. Let's go ahead and drop that rage there. And that Tesla's going to take that P.E.K.K.A. down fast. I'm going to have to pop the queen's ability. Hopefully I can clutch this raid. There we go. Wow, that was close. That was really bad. But I got the 50% and I got a lot of dark elixir. Barely saved that one. Alright, that's going to be all for this video. I've got about half of my boost left. I might do a couple more attacks. on that and try and get myself closer to that 3,200 trophy mark. Now I'm planning on doing another video tomorrow, and that video is going to be about drawing out and killing clan castle troops. And I'm going to take a look at different town hall levels and different combinations of troops in the clan castle. I know some people have a little bit of trouble either drawing out the clan castle troops or dealing with the clan castle troops. Sometimes both. So we'll take a look at that, and hopefully that's something you guys will find useful. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up down below, and if you want to see more Clash of Clans content from me, click that subscribe button that the wizard's pointing to at the end of this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you all next time.